The Athletic has reported the New York Knicks have interest in Hornets center Nick Richards amidst the injury to Mitchell Robinson, keeping him out till January, while the Knicks are known to be trying to make a move and acquire another backup center who will be starting for a good amount of time while Robinson heals from his injury, and we're going to break it down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. And real quick, guys, there's a ton of news going on with the Knicks right now with the center situation, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. Only 27.5% of viewers are subscribed. Let's get that number up near 50. Come on, y'all. You're watching the video anyway. Just click the one button. But now here's the deal. The New York Knicks, they need a center. There's no way around it. There's no way to go and dance around the situation. There's nothing to say. The Knicks need a center. Right now, their centers are Precious Achiuwa and Jericho Sims. And Ariel Hukporti, who's on a two-way contract. They're going to need another center. And it's been common knowledge that even when Mitchell Robinson was not supposed to miss all this time, that, yeah, they should probably go out there and they should probably acquire another true center, maybe a veteran-type player who's been in big moments before, who's more of a true center than Precious Achiuwa is, despite the fact that Achiuwa played very nicely for the Knicks as a backup role. I mean, when Achiuwa started, he put up 11 rebounds with 10 points per game, shot over 50% from the field. So we've seen the New York Knicks go out there and have success with Precious Achiuwa, but that was usually when he was playing the four. Precious Achiuwa is not a true center, and Tom Thibodeau likes his centers to be true centers. Now, obviously, Tom, we can't have everything that we want right now, but the New York Knicks have a chance to go out there and make a huge move for Nick Richards. As reported by James Edwards, Richards, basically league sources have been telling The Athletic that someone the Knicks have been targeting is Nick Richards, as I struggle to read that a little bit right there. He's been on their radar all offseason. He's big, he's physical, he's got a good motor, and he rebounds solidly and can be disruptive at the rim, as Edwards mentions. All of that is very true. Nick Richards is a guy who I think would fit the Knicks very well. He has a decent ability to block shots and protect the rim. Is it out of this world? No, absolutely not. But neither was Hartenstein at being a rim protector when he first came to the Knicks. It took a little bit for him to adjust and him to get used to the Tom Thibodeau defense. And then he became one of the best rim protectors statistically in basketball. It's one of the reasons why he got that massive contract by the Oklahoma City Thunder to play a big role with that team. So you're looking at the Knicks right now. You know they need to go out there and get a center. I think Nick Richards is the move because, in my mind, Nick Richards is the best bang for your buck that you are going to get. Richards is someone who's not going to cost as much as someone like a Walker Kessler or a Jalen Duren. Nick Richards is going to be a guy you can acquire on a pretty cheap deal, and it's clear the Knicks have been working to make this happen, as aside from Edwards, Michael Scotto did mention back in July the Knicks have made some inquiries on the trade market after losing Isaiah Hartenstein, showing interest in Jazz center Walker Kessler, which we obviously know about, and league sources also mentioned that they were looking at Nick Richards too. Well, now it's confirmed. The New York Knicks are looking at Nick Richards. I'm kind of stumbling over my words right now. I'm really excited about this. I think Nick Richards is a guy who would fit so well on this team. He could score in the post if need be, even though that's not a big part of the Knicks offense. He's awesome at catching lobs, given the Knicks don't throw lobs to Mitch, so maybe they won't throw lobs to Richards either. Great offensive rebounder, great at scoring below the rim, and good numbers. I mean, this guy was a backup on the Charlotte Hornets for a lot of time, considering they were rolling with Mark Williams. And he put up good numbers. 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, shot 69% from the field. He's got to get that defense a little bit better, but I do trust the Knicks would get him right under control. Between Tibbs and then new Knicks big man coach Mark Bryant is going to be a huge help with this. He's a Kentucky center. We know the Knicks have had some great success with Kentucky centers in the past. I think he's the type of guy that the Knicks should go out and try to acquire because he definitely would change the perspective of this team. The Knicks would no longer have a weakness at center because Precious would probably be involved with the trade. So you're rolling with Nick Richards, you're rolling with Jericho Sims, you're rolling with some Julius Randle playing a small ball 5 role, and that's until Mitch comes back. And then you have Mitch and you have Nick Richards, which is excellent 48 minutes of center play. Usually teams, one of their bigger weaknesses is a backup big man. That would become a massive strength for the Knicks. Nick Richards is one of the best backup big men in the NBA. He could totally be a starter. It's just the fact that He's playing behind Mark Williams, who the Hornets love, and Richards is older, and he's clearly not their big man of the future. Richards only has 2 years left on his contract, and I think this means he will certainly get moved sooner rather than later, as he'll then be an unrestricted free agent. And let's be real, why would he stick with the Hornets in his prime of his career for a team that's, one, not winning anything, and two, where he's a lock to be a backup as they have a 23-year-old center ahead of him who they love in Mark Williams? I don't think that makes any sense for the Hornets, and I could see them capitalizing and even taking 2 picks from the New York Knicks to acquire Nick Richards. The Knicks are in more of a position of need than the Hornets are right now, so giving them Precious Achiuwa gives them a guy who they could try to mold, try to find that potential for, and then they also would get 2 second-round picks. Now, that Boston one has a protection from pick 31 to 45, meaning it only would go to the Hornets if that pick was pick number 46 to 60, the last 14, 15 picks of the draft, and then another second-rounder that's a little more trustworthy. It's just the Knicks are in more of a position of need, and I understand that the advanced metrics say the Knicks would actually lose a game with this. I think with the way Tom Thibodeau plays, the Knicks would gain a lot. Precious is a great player, don't get me wrong. I actually think he's going to be able to hold it down just fine, but Nick Richards does give the Knicks what they want. They get a bigger center. They don't have to play some small ball if Tibbs doesn't want to do it that often, which clearly he's open to, but seems like he doesn't want to make it a regular thing. Nick Richards, to me, is the move right here. You go out there, you acquire Nick Richards, you wait for Mitch to come back. You can really slowly integrate Mitch because Nick Richards is a similar player. Tibbs likes when his centers can mirror Mitchell, or his backup centers can mirror Mitchell Robinson. Remember, when Hartenstein first came here, they were trying to make him like a variation of Mitch, and it didn't make any sense. It's not who Hartenstein is, and once the Knicks learned that, Hartenstein broke out and became the best version of himself that we've ever seen. That would happen with Nick Richards also. He would become the best version of himself on a team that knows how to develop players, especially big men, properly. The Knicks know what they're doing when making centers get better at basketball. They know what they're doing. They're a smart team. They've invested a lot into developmental pieces in the coaching staff, specifically Mark Bryant, to go out there and help develop centers. I'm a big fan of this move. Now, it is obviously not a free trade. You're moving Precious. You're adding picks to that, most likely second-round picks, probably bad second-round picks, honestly, but still second-round picks, they're assets. It does strap the Knicks a little bit more asset-wise, and then they would have a situation where they're not really going to be able to make many moves at the trade deadline if they have to. Now, this move would be near the trade deadline on the sense that Precious can't be traded till December 15th, so it's going to take some time to get this one done. And obviously there's a chance that one of them plays a lot better. One of them might have a breakout season, whether it's Richards, whether it's Achiuwa in more minutes. And then this trade could get altered or just not even happen to begin with if someone starts playing better and then it's not worth it for one of these sides here. So this is something we're going to have to continue monitoring, which means subscribe to the channel, guys. And also, if you're ever bored, you just want to watch some YouTube videos, make sure to check Jets Digest out, my homie Matt. We do that. It's a really fun time. We do all duo videos. We're laughing. We're cracking jokes. We just had a video hit 11,000 views, which was awesome because we're such a new channel. He's also going to be guesting on the Knicks Digest live stream on Friday, so you guys are going to get a bit of a taste of what Matt and I are kind of showing, except we're going to be talking Knicks, not Jets. So it's just something you guys should look out for. But guys, have a great day. Go Knicks.